Next on Worcester News Tonight, Worcester connects with New York. The first JetBlue flight takes off from Worcester Regional Airport. Plus, a woman assaulted while in the drive-thru line of Dunkin Donuts. Why police say it's a rare incident. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Brittany Schaefer. JetBlue launches its first flight from Worcester Regional Airport to JFK in New York City. Passengers on the flight had to get up early this morning. There was a small ceremony at the airport. The jet took off just after 6 a.m. this morning with dozens of passengers on board, including Massport Board Chairman Lou Evangelitis and our own Rosalind Flaherty. She took the first flight to the Big Apple Thursday and has our top story.
It was an exciting day at the Worcester Regional Airport. The early morning flight kicked off with a free breakfast and water salute. JetBlue says the plane was about half full and travelers are either using JFK as a hub to get to other destinations or spending the day in New York City. They also say they love having the convenience of this flight.
It saved me money flying JFK to Hong Kong. So from Worcester JFK to Hong Kong was actually cheaper than Logan to Hong Kong.
We go to New York all the time. Out of Boston. This is just so much closer, our backyard.
I'm from Quincy, but this was more affordable, so we took it, and I don't understand what took so long. It's such a good idea.
We landed about 20 minutes early, and our flight home isn't until 11 p.m., so we plan on spending the day exploring what New York City has to offer. At JFK International Airport, Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Have fun, Rosalind. Thank you. A beautiful and sunny summer-like day in the city Thursday, but right now we are following some thunderstorms moving into central Massachusetts. Meteorologist Michael Page has the latest.
Another hot, humid, summery day today around Worcester. The clouds have built in this afternoon and going into the evening, too. We've had a couple of showers, downpours, and thunderstorms just really scattered about. And you can see what the clouds and those showers have done. Brought our temperatures back down into the upper 70s. I just want to point this out. Down the road in Hartford, Connecticut, we hit 94 degrees today. That's a new record there, breaking 93 in 2001. Meanwhile, here in central Massachusetts, made it up to 85 before the clouds, the showers, and a couple of storms came through. So you get the idea. Another toasty one. Now, we're not done with the storms just yet. We have a few more coming through this evening and another round tomorrow. Because of that, temperatures tomorrow will mainly be in the 70s. And then going into Saturday as well, we lose the storms, bring back the sunshine. Temperatures 70 to 75. Much cooler with showers back on Sunday, but Saturday is the pick. Dry and pleasant. We'll talk much more about your weekend forecast and the storms this evening in just a few minutes.
A woman is assaulted in broad daylight Wednesday. It happened while she was waiting in a drive-thru line. The incident took place Wednesday afternoon at Dunkin Donuts in the JK Mart on Chandler Street. Worcester police say the victim was in her car when a male began hitting her vehicle with an umbrella. When she got out, the male hit her with the umbrella, cutting her chin. Then a female suspect began to punch her. Worcester police say it's a rare situation.
This is an incident that is unusual. We haven't come across something like this. It's disturbing to say that she's just in a car and this situation unfolded like it did. That being said, our investigators are trying to talk to people in the area if they recognize these two.
Police did a search of the area but were unable to locate the suspects. The victim describes them as a Hispanic male and female in their early 20s, both approximately 5'7". Uxbridge police are warning parents to be vigilant if their children are buying supplements online. Police say they responded to a medical emergency involving a teen ingesting a seed which mimics the same high as LSD. The substance was bought legally on the internet. Uxbridge police say many plant forms advertised on the web can be harmful or even deadly. The teen is expected to be okay. Taking a look at the economy and poverty in this city, a new report finds Worcester's economy is experiencing steady growth, but an agency who works with people in need say it's not having much of an effect on the poverty level. Our Chandler Walsh joins us live now with more. Chandler.
Brittany, the report took into account Worcester area business, employment, and unemployment data. It says new businesses increased by 13% since 2017, and they expect more growth in the coming months.
New development and new businesses are popping up in Worcester. Many seem to be capitalizing on the growing economy, like Marriott's AC Hotel Worcester.
A good economy is good for everybody. We definitely anticipate being part of that.
A recent report by an Assumption College professor says Worcester's economy grew at about 2.3% during the first quarter of the year. The report says it's the strongest single quarter in 2 years. The AC Hotel opened just a few weeks ago and notices the growth.
Everybody knows the city of Worcester has been undergoing a resurgence for several years now and continues to get better and better all the time. I firmly believe that. We feel very lucky to be opening at this time.
Though the economy shows promise, anti-poverty agency Worcester Community Action Council says the city's poverty level has stayed steady. The WCAC serves 75,000 customers in Worcester and its surrounding communities each year. Executive Director Jill DeGillis says the poverty level is a problem that's not going away.
One indicator we've seen in terms of a rise in poverty in our business is that we've had an increase in the number of people coming in as first-time applicants for fuel assistance. That's a strong indication of what's going on for people, across the population or across the city.
DeGillis says new development in the city doesn't always address those living at the lower end of the economic scale. She says ensuring entry-level jobs at new businesses could help.
We have to work together. It's not just about the buildings, it's about the people who come in and out of those buildings and creating equal opportunity for everyone who lives here.
DeGillis says anti-poverty agencies across the state have a report on poverty indicators due to come out next week. And she says the WCAC just completed their 3-year strategic plan. Brittany.
Chandler, thank you. Now an update to the Alli Bebo scandal. Worcester County District Attorney Joseph Early Jr. will be named as a co-conspirator on the troopers' lawsuit. Last week, reports were released about the altering of an arrest report for a judge's daughter and detail the actions by law enforcement personnel, including the DA. Attorney Leonard Keston says the decision was made after the state's release of 2 investigations Friday. He says those investigations indicate the alteration of the report began with Early. A scary situation on Interstate 395 Thursday morning when a tractor trailer becomes fully engulfed by flames. These are photos posted by the Auburn Fire Department. In addition to the flames in the cabin of the truck, firefighters also had to battle a small brush fire on the side of the highway. The department says both fires were under control within a couple of hours. Firefighters wear a lot of flame-resistant gear, but one of their most important protections could come in a tiny packet. Alicia Palumbo reports on the cancer-fighting wipes being used in Auburn.
When firefighters head out on a call, they know they're going to potentially be exposed to harmful chemicals.
Over the years, there's been lots of studies out there about firefighters and cancer and how that we're at an increased risk for cancer. So as a department, we've taken the initiative to protect our employees.
The Auburn Fire Department has begun using these action wipes as part of their department-wide cancer prevention program.
What this does is it breaks down the oil in the particulate matter, in the soot, and it allows you to wipe it off.
Now, these wipes are portable. They just keep them in the front of the fire truck so they can grab them quickly and use them right on scene.
We would wipe around our eyelids, behind our ears, in our ears, around our nose, and then our whole head in general.
Deputy Fire Chief Glenn Johnson says recruits are now even being trained to use these as part of the academy, so it becomes second nature.
It's important to get it right away because as your skin temperature rises by 5 degrees, your absorption rate increases by 400%.
Which is why every minute counts and why these firefighters are using every tool at their disposal to keep themselves from becoming a statistic. In Auburn, Alicia Palumbo, Worcester News Tonight.
Hundreds of women in the city take part in this year's Worcester Women's Leadership Conference. Geared towards professional development, it aims to help women become leaders in their respective career fields. Our Cam Jandra was there today and has the story.
Too many of us are still, pushing away those opportunities as leaders.
Thursday, more than 700 women filled the DCU Center to share their experiences in the working world as part of the Worcester Women's Leadership Conference.
It's truly an event that really makes women feel good and makes women feel like they can walk away from this taking on anything, any challenge.
Kimberly Salmon is Director of Community Relations for Fallon Health. She says one of the conference's main goals is to help achieve gender equality inside the workplace.
We need to make sure that we have women serving on boards. We need to make sure that women are in the C-level positions in companies. And these events, this event, helps to give women that strength.
The Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce has sponsored Worcester Women's Leadership for the last 9 years. The organization says women make up to 48% of the state's workforce and 36% of business owners. President and CEO Tim Murray says it's an opportunity for women in the city to learn from each other.
For women who run businesses, who work in various work environments, to kind of come and spend a day on professional development, on support, work-life balance, all of those types of things.
The Chamber reports female entrepreneurship has been growing at twice the national average since 1997. They hope to help women business owners as the economy in Worcester grows.
We're advocating for business on all different fronts and making sure that we're lifting up everybody as the city grows. And so this event is really just about helping to connect those women here in the area and making sure that they're coming along with the rest of the city.
Cam Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.